Fake name Sarah. Good morning.
My man, how are you?
I'm doing good, girl. Now, first of all, you were dating this person for how long?
I was married to him for 10 years.
Okay, 10 years. And the biggest lie he told you was what, girl?
This isn't the biggest one, but this is the biggest one I can say on the radio.
Even better.
He went to Vegas for a weekend for work, went missing for 24 hours.
Sure.
Told me that he spent $4,000 on the company credit card. His business partner later told me that it was $40,000.
Oh my God.
On what, buffets?
Hookers and blow.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Vegas.
We know how. Never mind.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, 24 hours, that's a lot.
So
That's a lot.
Did he lose his job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say you wouldn't want to be where he is right now.
Yeah, and can I just add, fake name, sir? I'm not, I'm not that versed in hookers and blow, but if they take credit cards, it must be high end.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Then they do the tip when they switch over the iPad and they can say, okay, fake name, sir, 1 second, you were in the running. I wouldn't even know where to find that.
No.
If I had 48 hours or I die, I'll be dead.
I think you just like in Vegas ask around though.
Yeah, but I feel like if John were asking
Yeah.
around, they'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
nah,
They'd be like,
he's
"You're a
working
cop."
with the police.
Can I get a hooker and or blow? They'd be like, no.
No, if it was you, no.
No, for sure.
Let me go. Fake name Maggie, good morning.
Good morning.
This person was who to you, fake name Maggie?
My son's father.
Okay. And the biggest lie they told you was what?
The whole thing.
Okay.
The first month, I got pregnant, but prior to that, I just didn't know anything about this guy. We met on Facebook dating. He told me he worked for the post office. He'd been working there for 5-6 years.
Sure.
Turns out he hadn't worked there for over a year. Told me he had his own place. He lived with his mama. He always came to my house because that was just more convenient, obviously.
Sure. Yeah. And how'd you find all this out, fake name Maggie?
We had a big blow up, and then we split up for a little while, and then all of it just came out.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of digging myself.
Yeah.
That's
well, at least he found out, and you're better off for it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely are.
Yeah. Fake name Maggie. 1 second, you were in the running. Okay, this is the one. Fake name Claire.
Hello.
And let me just say, first of all, you know I love you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see on my screen the biggest lie he told you was he was homeless. I got questions, girl.
We have so many questions.
I know.
So we were dating somebody we thought was homeless?
Well, okay, so when we first started talking, I knew his situation was he stayed with his mom sometimes, some friends in time, but then he started throwing out there oh, I'm homeless, I'm staying in a shelter, and I was like, okay, I know we don't live in the same state, so it's kind of hard to feel it out, but I found out he's actually really not homeless, and he's living with the mother of his child.
And how'd you find that out?
Just female Facebook snooping, you know.
Yeah.
And when you confronted him and said, did you go, and you're not homeless? Did he just own up to that?
Yeah.
Or did he try to lie no, I am homeless?
Yeah, no, he still tries to stick with it that he's homeless and he has nowhere to go. But
What? Well,
yeah, it's
of
kind
all
of
the
crazy.
things to lie about.
But how did you meet him?
That's a good question. Yes, that's a good question.
So yeah, we actually met online, online gaming, and so, and then we
Fake
became,
and Claire.
How's he
on
gaming?
Instagram.
Yeah, Fake and Claire, I love you. But how's that man dropping into Fortnite without Wi-Fi?
How?
You know what I mean?
And that's my thing. It's crazy because last night again, he told me, he's gonna stay at a shelter, but then he was on Fortnite. So
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, last night?
Yeah, just hanging out last night.
Yes.
Sure.
So you're still talking to the homeless
You're
man.
still talking.
Yeah. Fake name Claire, can I ask, is this homosexual? Is he very attractive?
He is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
There it is. All
Yeah.
right. Fake
All
name
right.
Claire. Listen, we love you, and we're not judging, but come on now.
Yeah.
I know.
How's he calling you? A tree? What's he
Right?
doing? You know what I mean?
Carrier
No,
pigeon?
it's pretty bad. I know.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I get it, girl.
Yeah.
I get it. All right. Fake
Yeah,
name
yeah.
Claire, 1 second.
Pretty bad.
All we can do is pray
God.
for her.
Yeah.
Theo Bomb. Fake name Jess, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. This person was who to you?
He was my fiance, actually. We were together for 3 years. We were living together and everything.
Sure. And then the lie they told you was what?
He told me he was going to D.C. for work, and I later found out, maybe like a week later, that he actually had a baby. He went there to have a baby.
Oh. Whoa, with who?
Oh.
Some random girl. I knew nothing about her, like, at all. And I only found out because I still followed his mom and his sisters on social media, and they were posting the baby.
Whoa, so the family knew?
The family knew.
Trifling.
Yikes.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Nobody said anything whatsoever. And it was like, oh, you didn't know? Who would know something like that
Yeah.
and stay?
You didn't know?
So
That's
obviously
wild.
we dumped his ass, right?
Yo, absolutely. I, blocked him on everything. He still tries to reach out to, mutual friends. Sir, please go ahead. You can't leave me alone.
Yeah, good for you, because also that's a family you don't want to be
Yeah.
tied to.
No, especially if they're going to be
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
deceiving.
that is crazy. All right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Fake name Jess, 1 second. You're in the running. Can we call that text about the ICU, please? Some of these. Dude, men will do anything but tell the truth sometimes.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with people?
I mean, it'd just be easier to tell the truth.
No,
You know what I mean?
they don't know how. They got to put it on you.
Fake name Ann, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. This guy was who, fake name Ann?
He was some guy I met off of Bumble and went on a couple dates with.
Okay. And the lie they told you?
So I felt like something was off with him, and I'm an internet sleuther, as most women are part of the FBI.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I found out that he was married, and when I confronted him about it, he said that they were separated. And of course I'm going to ask why. And he said that his ex had cheated on him with his best friend, and that she had lied to him and said his kid wasn't his, it was his best friend. And then a few months later, I see on social media, and they're back together.
So let me ask you this, fake name man. How did you find this out? Like, what sleuthing did you do? Like Facebook, Instagram?
Okay, so I Googled his name because he showed me his driver's license to show me how young he looked in it.
Sure.
And so I Googled his name, found his old Twitter, scrolled down to old tweets from 2015.
Nice.
And then he mentioned her in the tweet, then looked her up on Facebook, and her profile picture was him, her, and the kid.
I love it.
Round of applause, fake name man.
I love it. Good
Next
for
level,
you.
girl. Hell yeah. 1 second, fake name man.
Thank you.
You are in the running. No, that brilliant.
Sometimes it be like that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Let me go. Okay. Fake name Kate. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. This man was who? Fake name Kate.
Just some random guy I met
Sure.
out one night.
Okay. And the lie he told you was what?
After I ghosted him, he messaged me pretending to be his sister and told me that, and she told me in quotes that he was shot and in the ICU and I should come see him.
Oh my God. What happens when you get there and he's not there?
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
I didn't even respond.
Yeah, so did he message you from his account or from the sister's
Yeah,
account?
from his account, but he was like, this is so-and-so's sister. I don't remember his name now. And it was like, he was shot and he's in the ICU and you should come see him because the doctors say he's not going to live. And I was like,
oh my
okay, wrong.
God.
Yeah.
I don't even know him.
Yep.
I care about
Yep.
that.
That is
All right.
insane.
Fake name Kate, 1 second.
That
You're in
is
the running.
wild.
Vote for your favorite on text, 99338. That reminded me, I do have, I wouldn't say a friend anymore, but back in the day, probably I don't know, 8 years ago, I got a message from this girl he was talking about on Facebook, or talking to on Facebook, hey, are you friends with this person? I go, It's one of those things I was like, I don't like where this is going from the jump. I go, why? Was he shot last night? I go, I doubt it. And I go, why? And she goes, I don't know. He's always saying he's getting shot. I'm like, girlfriend.
What?
Girlfriend.
Always saying? If he says it more than once, that's a big problem.
Pretty easy to tell.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to know if someone got shot or not.
I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think they're together still.
Probably
that was one of
not.
those ones where sis, you don't need to ask me.
Yeah.
You already know
if
the
you're
answer.
If you're asking somebody who isn't the person, you know the answer.
Yeah.